It's just a mentality that we're trying to have. Like, we are the toughest, meanest program in the SEC.
Let's go, baby! Hey, it's all house! Our competitive energy's got to be right. We got to go out there every single snap and attack.
Up near midfield, and he delivered a shoulder to get to the 50-yard line. AJ inside the 20, puts his head down and barrels his way to the 16-yard line along that right hash.
There are college traditions, and then there's Aggie land.
When you walk down the tunnel, think about everything you've done to prepare for this moment.
My goodness, goosebumps.
Push forward, touchdown, Aggies!
Man, let's get to it, bro. Golly. Another day, another dollar, man. You feel me? Let go.
Just always, kind of in the back of my mind, I just always felt like, I could play at the highest level.
Thank you, God, for another day, man. It's always a blessing.
I think he's come here and even upped his game a couple levels to put himself in the position where he's having the year that he's having.
The bacon, the egg, the cheese, the hair brown. And still hungry.
And he played a lot, but he played behind first rounder and the second rounder. So really people kind of it took people by surprise, but we always knew it was there. He always had it in him. And he reminds us now that I could been doing this all the time.
Oh my God. Say what's up, Coach? What you got to say? You ain't got nothing to say to the people?
No. Obviously, everybody sees the talent that he has, and a lot of the things that they don't see is what goes into that. The one thing I'll say about Cashius is he's extremely bright.
Anonymous man. Coach Stan, man. Anonymous man.
Just kept believing, kept my head down, just kept working, kept perfecting my craft, and I feel like it's paid off for me, in the long run.
Cassius Howell is cashing in this season, putting up prolific pressure numbers. But he knows he couldn't do it without his crew up front. The defensive line is putting in work as well in 2025.
I think they've made the necessary step forward that we needed. I think for the right reasons. There were a lot of questions about that group coming into the year externally because of what we had lost, because of the NFL talent that had left the program. We internally were very confident in what that group could do and what they were capable of. It's been great to see them go out on the field and do it. And obviously I think they've been a big part of this winning streak.
I think they got great group buy-in, right? So each one of them has a role, right? So each one of them has a role, and that doesn't mean any role is greater than the other. And I think they root for each other, they play for each other, and with that, each person with the skill set is able to execute that on the field.
They've done a really good job of buying into really our system to start with, and really wanting to develop into being good football players.
They're referred to as the wild dogs, and they howl for one another when an individual fetches success. It goes much deeper and has far more meaning than just being unleashed.
You always think about the lion being a dominant animal in the jungle, but really in Africa, the wild dog is the most efficient. The hunting rate is somewhere between 85 and 90%. So if you equate that into football, the mentality that I play for the guy next to me, that what it means to me to hunt for the guy next to me is more important than myself. And that's what we want to have with the buy-in, that they fight for each other.
It's an African wild dog type of thing that we've talked to the guys about in terms of being a pack, being together. You might not be the biggest, you might not be the strongest, but together as a group, we can take down the biggest lion, the biggest buffalo, whatever it is.
We all together as one. We a pack of wild dogs. You know what I'm saying? A pack of wild dogs will be able to get on the lion. You feel me? It's just competitive endurance. Every next man up mentality. Everybody giving 100% effort.
The wild dogs, the dog from the back, when the dog in the front gets tired, he comes in and, he takes his place so the dog in the front can go back to the back and he can rest. And I think that's a big thing of what kind of we live by is when one guy gets tired, the next guy's up and he's ready to go.
Having that dog mentality, and ever since then, our first game, He taught me to chant. Usually I used to be a quiet dude. I mean, I'm quiet sometimes, but he brought me into it. He wanted me to do the chant. And ever since then, ever since I said that chant, it's just been like a click to everybody, just having that mindset.
What's the chant you want to hit?
It's like, I'm a dog, I'm a villain, competition, I'm a killer.
I'm a dog! I'm a dog! I'm a villain! Competition! I'm a killer! I'm a dog! I'm a dog! I'm a villain! Competition! I'm a killer!
When Sean Spencer picked the one to bark the pregame chant, he went with a bit of an underdog in Ryland Kennedy.
Game day brings out that out of that in Ryland. Like he turns up like you wouldn't expect Ryland to be the one getting us riled up, but that game day, he locked in and he ready.
Ryland is a quiet guy, but when it comes to game time, he's so intense, he's so fired up about the game that like, let's bring his shell out. Get the one that no one thinks about, that no one expects to do it, to go out there to get the guys fired up. Man, the guys, the group, they get so excited when he does it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The metamorphosis of Ryland Kennedy.
The Pulse, Texas A&M football, is presented by Creston, a new home community by Johnson Development. The 12th Man Foundation, the official source for Texas A&M football tickets. And ABC Home and Commercial Services, the official pest control partner of Texas A&M.
Howdy, Aggs. We welcome you to Baton Rouge, and the Aggies would like to party like it's 1994. They haven't been 7-0 since then. They haven't beaten LSU in Death Valley since then, and they are the third-ranked team in the nation. The Aggies look to remain undefeated, taking on the LSU Tigers. The Aggies, LSU, third-ranked Texas A&M, 20th-ranked LSU. We're so glad you're with us all along the Texas A&M Sports Network alongside David Will Johnson.
For 18 months, we've been in the shadows building for this moment, getting stronger, getting tougher, getting mentally ready for this. It is your time. Nobody in the world understands what can happen when a group of people just make a decision to grind and make something happen. You've done it. You've done it every day since I've been here. Go put that on display every single minute tonight. For 3.5 hours, Texas A&M football. Unbelievable focus, snap to whistle. Unbelievable physicality, snap to whistle, and a level of effort that they can't touch. Your togetherness is better every single week. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
A&M, they've conquered 2 really good road venues already this year, but this will be the toughest of the road environments they play in all year. This is one of those very difficult road venues. They don't lose a whole lot here, and they call it Death Valley for a reason, and they say Saturday night in Baton Rouge is special. The Aggies trying to throw a little wrench in all that tonight.
It's time to get dirty. Yeah!
Theo on the right wing at tight end. Shotgun snap to Marcel Reed. Pocket, cross the middle, complete. KC runs towards the Aggie sideline to the left. Across the 46, run out of bounds at the 47-yard line. High snap, Marcel slings out the right side. Theo breaks a tackle, and he drags the defender to the LSU 41-yard line. Ruben picks up on that pass pro. Marcel running right up the middle, 35-30. Whole lot of room in front of him. Stays on his feet, dives, touchdown! Marcel Reed from 41 yards on the scramble. Randy Bond for the extra point. In a 6-play, 68-yard drive for the Aggies is capped with the Bond point after. Just across midfield on the left hash. Quick toss left side. That's complete to Green and knocked out of bounds. Nussmeier. 3-step drop. Complete. Green inside the 10 and down at the 5-yard line. Nussmeier one-on-one left side, and it is caught.
Wow,
by Trez Green. 2 receivers left. Craver goes widest left. Morrow up the middle and a burst of speed, 35, head down to the 37-yard line, a 12-yard gain. Good get off on the left side. Marcel, high throw, caught Concepcion, makes a man miss, so he has the first down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Play action fake to EJ. Marcel steps up, a lot of room, cuts back to his left, makes a man miss, 35, and inside the 30. They tried to punch the ball out. He kept that ball secure and gets to the 30-yard line. Shotgun snap, Marcel, pressure from the right. Marcel avoids, throws on the run, end zone, touchdown, Aggies!
Well, what a great job by KC of coming back to the football, getting away from the defenders on a terrific throw by Marcel under pressure.
Yeah. Somebody light me up!
Boom! It appears the Aggies are unfazed as they go back up by a touchdown. But appearances can be deceiving. Mistakes start to set in.
Goes between the two Aggies in the backfield all the way back to the 16-yard line. Marcel, pressure from his left. Nearly, it is intercepted. No, it's incomplete, said the head linesman. Marcel, pocket, back into the end zone, rifles towards Theo Mellon-Orstrom. It is incomplete, and this time LSU brings pressure, and it's a 3-and-out. First punt for the left-footed Tyler White. It's blocked, and it will go out of the end zone. The second punt blocked. Marcel steps up. Marcel. Oh, what a catch, Bethel Roman, one-handed. 20, 15, 10. Bethel Roman inside the 5. The snap to Marcel. Intercepted in the end zone and running it out. 10, 15, knocked down. 26-yard line.
The Aggies' undefeated season survived Death Valley. Mistakes are taking their toll. LSU is making sure their opposition pays the price.
Nussmeier taking a shot down the left side. Desrick's coverage. Over the shoulder catch inside the 20-yard line. Berry outside. Berry, touchdown. He just ran around the left side. LSU has the lead. Right to left comes Concepcion. It's a quick toss, receiver screen, right side, 35, 40, 45, and spinning ahead to the 50 is Mario Craver. With a 2nd and 12 from their own 48. Deflected, intercepted. Harold Perkins at the Aggie 49. Stepping inside Durham, he stays on his feet, 25-20. Undercut at the 16-yard line. 30-yard attempt, right hash for Ramos. Snap and hold are good, as is the kick.
The first half comes to a close. It's a sloppy one for A&M. They're down and have 30 more minutes to turn it around. The Pulse, Texas A&M football, is presented by Creston, a new home community by Johnson Development. The 12th Man Foundation, the official source for Texas A&M football tickets. And ABC Home and Commercial Services, the official pest control partner of Texas A&M.
If you want to win a football game on the road, you got to start playing winning football, right? Winning football means no penalties, right? Stop killing ourselves with drives. It means no turnovers. Protect the football. It means create turnovers on defense. And it means we've got to tackle on defense. You do those things, you will run them out of the building. 2 turnovers, a punt block, kill drives, extended drives, missed tackles, and they're up 4. You're the better team, but if you don't play winning football, it doesn't matter.
Message received loud and clear. Now the Aggies come out ready to silence Tiger Stadium for good.
Terry from the 1, inside the numbers in the hashes, up the hashes to the 20, cuts back 25, he's at the 30, 35, and he is upended at the 44-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right, pressure coming. And it's Marcel right up the middle. He's at midfield, cuts to his left, through that Tiger Eye, into LSU territory, and he falls down at the 42-yard line. Rubin cuts back up the middle. Rubin behind a convoy, ahead near the 20-yard line, making the 20.5. Rubin just shy of the first down. Now Craver. It's the end around to Mario at the 15. Mario Craver to the 10-yard line. It's a jet sweep, the end around left side. Craver hunting end zone by the pylon, knocked out of bounds. Marcel looks, tucks, runs, Marcel, touchdown, Aggies! Back in the lead is Texas A&M.
Let's go, baby. We owned them! Good job, put one together, one play at a time.
A throw to the left. Knocked away by Des Ricks, intended for Brown. Nussmeier coming and down, sacked for the 3rd time.
Well, that pocket totally collapsed. He had 3 Aggies all over him.
DJ Hicks is there. Oh, is he blossoming this season? KC stands on the 35-yard line. For Chadwick, 3 punts in that first half. Ooh, he booms this one.
KC backpedaling, SEC logo, fields at the 22 near the LSU sideline, comes to the left, high tackle, doesn't get him, 40-yard line, he cuts back to the right, 45.
He's gone!
KC!
He's gone!
You heard my partner, KC, gone! Touchdown, Aggies!
Yes, no flags!
His second punt return for a touchdown as an Aggie. Run up the middle, Rubin cuts to his right, first down and more, 35, and a flag is thrown from our umpire. It's a hold on LSU. Marcel Reed, pocket, pressure coming, throws right side, Jamarian Morrow at the 20, at the 15, 10, 5, sprints, touchdown, right side, Jamarian Morrow, second touchdown as an Aggie. They've both been on a catch and run, and the Aggies have scored 3 times here in the third quarter.
Beautiful execution of the screen. I mean, just beautiful.
Bringing pressure, screen, blown up at the 25-yard line. The catch and the immediate tackle by Scooby.
Scooby had the coverage, and I don't know what they were expecting. Yeah, hear those boos? Andrew's listening.
Send that tall, Scoob! Get like that!
The punt by Chadwick, a line drive punt, fielded at the 28-yard line. KC on the right side to the 35, to the 40, 45, 50. KC steps to the right, then back to his left, and he's still on his feet by the Aggie sideline, all the way to the 35-yard line for KC. Concepcion. In motion, Craver left to right. Bouncing to the outside at the 10-yard line, the 5, putting his shoulder down is Amari Daniels, and he's down at the 2.
And Amari wanted to get this one in, but he only got it to the 2.
The Aggies are marching, and the LSU faithful is filing out. To start the fourth quarter, Texas A&M has taken over Tiger Stadium. Let the good times roll.
Mark, this empty now, count of 5. Where y'all at? Come on, man. Fourth quarter. What a hype video. That's what I do. Great play. Let's go. Let's go. Return Tiger Stadium to Caulfield just like that.
Offset I formation, in motion, right to left, Bussy. Give, Nate, touchdown!
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Nate!
And they had 12 men on the field.
Bye-bye. Yeah! The 12th man travels. I said it last week, I'm saying it again. Look.
On the right wing, it's Bauer Sharp. Nussmeier, shoulder fake. He's being chased. He's back at the 30.
Wow.
Sacked by Ryland Kennedy. A loss of 17. 4th and 5 from their own 25-yard line. Nussmeier throws, complete.
He didn't
short.
get it.
Des Rex runs him out of bounds. Turnover on downs.
Real tweaker. Got a sack. All 3 of us got sacks, bro. That's what we do, bro. Slide. How you do that? I can't even do that.
This is Morrow, cuts back inside. Jamarian Morrow spins, touchdown!
What a run.
Second of the game, his first rushing touchdown as an Aggie.
I absolutely love it.
But we represented for our boy last today. We represented for him today, y'all.
Made my mom broccolinis. Hey, no.
Go.
What you gotta say about that, man? Let go.
Total domination in the second half. A&M routs LSU. In a mostly dormant Death Valley, the Aggies' undefeated season is alive and well. Only those in maroon and white are left to revel on this Louisiana Saturday night.
So proud of you guys, right? 5 straight weeks, 5 straight SEC games, back-to-back games on the road. right? That's how you battle through shit. That's how you push through shit. That's how you stay consistent and you come out and you do the shit that you got to do. How about 10 tonight? Put a little bit of respect on that. How about 7 tonight? I bet they know. How about 9? Get ready. Yeah. Right? First half, we almost gave this away. Right? Yeah. We got to be that consistently every single play because that's how quick this thing goes. Right? And so we're exactly where we want to be. Right? We wanted a championship. We wanted to compete for Atlanta. We wanted to be in the playoffs. Right? We're 8-0. We still haven't accomplished jack yet in that regard. Right? And so it's a bye week. We're going to do things to get healthy, to get rested, to get our bodies right, and then we're going to come back, and everything that we have talked about is finished. Everything that we have mentioned is finished. Right? But I couldn't be more proud of the way we handled that second half. Right? I told you that stadium empty and quiet would feel But hey, let's get a breakdown. Right on 2, 1, 2. Right. Turn the music down.
A strong finish fueled by the energy the 12-man traveled with kept the Aggies right on track.
We kind of emphasized that a few weeks ago that we wanted more energy in the transition from the third quarter to the fourth quarter, and so I think in the home games we've gotten to this point where we've kind of tried to just bring some energy to the sideline, and I don't know how many people actually noticed it, and then I think Saturday night became the perfect opportunity where third quarter to fourth quarter we were trying to make sure our energy level was right for the finish, and it just happened that we were transitioning down to our end zone, down by where the band was going crazy, the fans were going crazy, and it just all kind of came together, and obviously it was a great moment to symbolize the night and symbolize where we were headed.
And now they head into the season's fourth quarter. They've handled everything thus far. After a bye week, it's the home stretch, hoping to close on history.
Yeah, we challenged them to handle the middle the right way. We break this down into segments because of how the schedule laid out, and so we did the first quarter the right way. That ended with the Notre Dame game. The big challenge next was we've got 5 straight SEC games that are going to end with back-to-back road trips, one of which happens to be at Tiger Stadium at night, and so we knew that was going to be a massive challenge, that part of the schedule, and so we handled that right. We handled the middle of the schedule the way we wanted to, and now it'll give us an opportunity to kind of regroup, get our body right, get our mind right, and now we've got the fourth quarter finish, and the fourth quarter finish has been the focus of the entire offseason, and making sure that when we get into this opportunity, we raise our energy level, just like we talk about in the games, that we do it the right way, and we go out and we finish this thing the way we want to. And so happy, obviously, with where we are, happy with the progress that we're making. Now excited to get down to this final stretch and go out and play Aggie football.